Hey guys, what's good? Welcome to another vlog, another day. I'm just putting on a little makeup. Yeah, thought I would chat for a little bit. My trip to Spain is coming up. Like, it's here. Like, I have a few days left. Yeah, I'm gonna be packing, going to my storage unit. I just have a lot of stuff to take care of. And I found myself really wondering about like this guy I've been seeing, which I've talked to you guys about him before. I don't name people. And honestly, most situations I never tell you until it's like over. Like the video doesn't go live until something is over. But I really hope this one doesn't get to that point. I hope it doesn't get over, you know? It's always 50-50 shot. In a relationship, either it's going all the way or it's going to end. There is only two outcomes here. But yeah, I like this guy. And then because my trip is coming up, it just has me like, I planned this trip before I met him. I'm sticking to my trip. I'm doing what I gotta do. There's no guarantees in this world. You know, I don't know if I'd have this freedom, when I would have this kind of freedom again. I'm trying to take advantage of my singleness. It's been a long time since I've traveled, so I'm going to do it regardless. But because I like him and because relationships have been a priority, it does make me pause a little bit and being like, oh, well, I hope me going doesn't change too much. I hope we manage with the distance. You know, all these different things, all these different thoughts that I have. We'll see. Yeah, only time is going to tell. We'll see what happens with everything, of course. But yeah, I'm happy. I'm very happy. I like this guy. And more than that, honestly, I can recognize my growth and change over the years with dating. 2024 has definitely been the year I've been most intentional with dating. 2024 has been more leading with what I've already learned, which is why I feel like I have had a good number of like people I've dated for a decent amount of time. There was one guy that was a few months long. Then there was another guy I was kind of excited about. That lasted for maybe about 2 months. And now this guy, we're headed into our second month. I'm like, this is the third person this year. The other past years that I was dating, it was one and done. Rarely people making it to a second date. And if it was people that I hung out with more than once, it was more of a casual thing. The people I met this year, it's definitely been me seeing more future potential. And I really think that's just a testament to me, like, learning what I like, learning how to move, learning just so much and how I've grown and changed with my dating. So I'm proud of that. I'm proud of that. My face is still pretty significantly darker than like, we'll just keep that shoulder covered for now. If you talk to any of my friends, any of them, they will tell you to varying degrees that I'm a stubborn person. And I like to learn things for myself, and that's 100% true. It's true. I love getting advice. I love getting input, but I am going to make whatever decision feels right for me. I'm very confident and I trust myself enough to make my own decisions. Although I love getting input and I do really enjoy being challenged, because yeah, it helps for me to grow. But I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. And sometimes that is what people tell me. Sometimes it's the advice or a mixture thereof. And sometimes it's what I felt like doing from the beginning. But I'm definitely someone who very much, I love knowledge and I love experience, because that equates to knowledge, right? It equates to learning. And so there are definitely some experiences in dating that, you know, I voluntarily climbed up the rough side of the mountain. I heard a pastor say that once. He was like, you don't always have to climb up the rough side of the mountain. You know, he's talking about getting advice and listening to God's word and stuff. And there's a clearer, more simpler path, but we choose to climb up the hard side of the mountain. And I was like, that's me. That's me. And these last few years, I have learned a few things firsthand. And it's been very rewarding. I'm happy I spent a lot of my dating time challenging myself, making sure I didn't have some crazy expectations or that I was looking for perfection, which does not exist. Even allowing time for like attraction to grow, because I'm not someone that is attract people automatically usually. And I had to like challenge myself with that. You guys know I made a video. I never wanted really short and superficial things to stop me from what really matters and finding what I want, because I've identified what I want and need in a partner. And for me, sharing the same faith, someone who's spirit-filled, led by God, someone who laughs and smiles easily. I cannot be around a Debbie Downer or a person just filled with negativity. Intelligence, kindness, generosity, someone hardworking, someone ambitious, because I'm a very ambitious person. I'm always dabbling and doing different things and trying to push myself and change and set goals. And I find that attractive in other people. I find that attractive in my friendships and especially in romantic relationships. I want someone who's like that in life, but also like that in regards to our relationship, because I believe relationships do take work. And I want someone that we can set individual personal goals, but also relationship goals. They'll be fine when I say, let's read this book together. Let's learn about how we can communicate. I want to date someone who's like open to that stuff. They don't have to be as much of a nerd about it as I am, but you got to be open to it. And I just really whittled down and identified my needs versus my wants. Because there are things that's like, okay, this would be cool if they had, but is it a deal breaker if they don't? No. Yeah, this guy I'm dating now, y'all know how much I hate gushing about people before it's fully fleshed out because it seems to jinx me. But he just seems like such a good match. We seem like a really good match. It's still early. I'm still reading his character, but it seems like it's a really good match. Anyway, I'm gonna continue getting ready and get on with my day. Sorry. You ever try to walk past someone and you guys do the thing where you're like blocking each other's path? Like, I just did that with someone. Let me pause this. Walking to the gym, another late night session, listening to the cutest little podcast. So cute. Strangers on benches. So wholesome. And it's just nice. It makes me feel like I want to start a conversation with a stranger on a bench. You know? And it kind of reminds you, like, all the people you pass on the daily just living lives parallel to yours, and everyone has their own thing, and kind of makes you believe in, like, the goodness of humanity. I feel like it's so easy to be distrustful of everyone around you, of strangers especially. But this podcast is making me, I don't know, just kind of remind me of there's more good of us than bad of us, you know? It's really cute. Anyway, head on. We are headed to the gym, clearly. I think I might have said that already. Oh, earlier, I was chatting so much about menses, the menses and the datings. I actually had a really funny story to tell you guys. And I was like, let me also include it in this vlog because kind of just, excuse me, on theme for today with the menses. But I don't know if you guys remember, so long ago, early in my online dating journey, I had someone, like one of the guys I was seeing, find my social media before I ever told him anything about it. I do not tell these men about my social media. I do not. For the longest time, it was just a lot of like embarrassment around it, and like, I don't know if embarrassment's the right word. It's not really embarrassment. Maybe a little bit of embarrassment. But it was more like, well, I just don't want them to find such a vulnerable piece of me just out there, you know, especially so early on. I like to slowly reveal things over time. And it's like, they get to just see the last 8 years of my life because I got a YouTube channel, vlogging, talking about my weight, like the most vulnerable thing for me, my biggest insecurity. And so yeah, it's just been like, I will tell men when I need to tell men, and I've always kind of been a bit embarrassed about it. Like to the point where like, if I was talking to someone and they seemed to disappear on me and I didn't know why, like if they ghosted, I'd automatically assume, oh my God, they probably found my socials. And you know, that was always my first thought. I don't know. I think something about having a past, having been much bigger before, having lost the weight, like, I don't know, it's just a lot around it, especially with men and like dating, you know? Anyway, I finally have gotten to a point where I'm a lot more comfortable with it. And it's mainly because 2 other people found my dating app. One was a guy last year. We're still friends today. He didn't find my dating app, but he found my Instagram. He found it last year. I had no idea he knew about it. It randomly came up in conversation and I was like, what? How did you find it? How did you know? And it was just the funniest conversation. And I was like, what did you think? And he was kind of like, I saw your pictures and I just thought, rah, like, yo, this girl put in the work. You look good. And that's all he had to say, you know? And I was just like, huh, I guess I have been overthinking this. And then another guy, couple weeks ago, it actually was one of the ones I was super excited about, and it went down and it burst in a ball of flames, that whole situation. He had Googled me or something because he, you know, we really hit it off. We really did. And I think he was just excited about me the way I was excited about him at the start. And he looked me up and he randomly messaged me one day and was like, wow, I'm so inspired by you. And I was like, huh? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Willis? Automatically thinking, oh my God, what did he find? And yeah, he had found my Instagram. He said, I found your weight loss journey on Instagram. Like, this is so amazing what you've done. He had all these accolades for me and it was the most positive thing. I still was so embarrassed. I was like, oh my God. Actually, I'll put some of the text on the screen because it was just so funny. It was the cutest conversation, but also I was like, I wanted to scream in a pillow, okay? I wanted to scream in a pillow. But yeah, I feel like after having dealt with him about it, and then the other guy who's my friend from a year ago, I've definitely kind of just gotten to the point where I'm like, this is me. This is what I do. I love doing what I do. My history, what I've overcome, who I am today, like these are things I am actually proud of. I've struggled with like leading with it in dating, but recognizing that whoever I meet, like whoever's going to be for me, if that puts them off, then they aren't for me, you know? Like, yeah. And then having two men so graciously like uplift me and respond and kind to it. I mean, I hate the fact that I needed to get that kind of confidence boost from them to know that it's okay, but I guess that's what I needed. So it doesn't deter, like I'm not super scared about talking about it anymore. It's not the first thing I'm mentioning. I still have a date with old boy. The next date I still have another date with this one guy. We're on date 4 now, or going to be, or 4 or 5. He still don't know. But when I'm ready to have that conversation or talk to him or share more, when it seems natural, I'll bring it up. And I'm just proud to have gotten to a place where there's a lot less fear around it. But I have been yapping this whole vlog today. Yap City. Let's hit the gym. So we're here at Canary Wharf. This is my city. This is my gym, my neighborhood. I'm being so silly right now. LA is my city, okay? But anyway, I'm here at the gym. Good workout. This is just a cardio and stretching day. So that's what you guys are going to be seeing. I'm really trying to get back into like filming at the gym. It's gotten hard because at this gym, I'm not allowed to film anymore. So like I get little clips on my camera and they're okay with the camera, but that's it. So I've kind of gotten out of the habit of filming and I need to get back into it, especially because, I mean, this is my fitness journey. And as much as I love talking to you guys about just my life and dating and all these other aspects of self-improvement, honestly, right? It still is about my fitness, and I don't want my channel to lose that focus. And I actually really miss like having my set goals, walking you guys through them as I progress, like talking about, like in the past I did my powerlifting, I would talk about my lifts, talk about what was happening, talk about what I was learning, because I was just loving it. And the personal trainer in me still wants to do more of that. So we're going to get back into it. But yeah, anyway, right now, like I said, this was a cardio and stretching day. So I did some jump rope using my cross ropes, which I didn't get on camera. I did the Stairmaster, which you guys saw. And now we're getting into the stretches. I still set aside like full days and full sessions at the gym to stretch, because especially as I get older, like my mobility and my flexibility has just become so important, and it's made such a
difference in my life and in comfort and how I move. And it's something I want to maintain and keep up, especially because I'm still planning to do more with gymnastics and calisthenics and my splits and my handstands, and all that stuff requires really good mobility, especially so you don't get injured when you're trying to like be inverted and do all these tricks and do all the flips, you know, like your body needs to be flexible so it doesn't get injured. But yeah, so I'm using the foam roller. It's still something I do very, very often, especially because ever since my breast reduction, I still my back is just still a little achy and weird, and I got to use the foam roller. So I really foam rolling my whole body almost, just a little bit of everything. And then I also really love, you know, just making sure I get a little stretch in with my thoracic spine. I'm so happy to say I've seen a lot of improvement with my hip mobility. Like my hips, we back, baby. Not 100% back, but like basically, like I'm getting there. Like my splits are like practically here, and I'm feeling really good about that. I do need to get back to like overstretching my splits, so I'm even more comfortable in it. And my wall splits, I want to get standing splits. Honestly, I'm planning to like just become a super mobile flexibility expert, so I can like teach classes and drop courses and give you guys all the tea and all the secrets on how to be super flexible as well. So that's something I really, really, really want to do and get into. But yeah, I'm happy to have gotten back my hip mobility to, you know, a good level, and kind of right where I left off. Now we just need to work on my abs stretching and my thoracic spine and getting my back bends. Oh, the list is never ending.